even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready? Young Lions.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Smith. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on third down, Smith. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Bad confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into
touchdown. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on second and 8. Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Geno now to throw. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
93.
Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it.
Knocked down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Trying to regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Carr now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and goal.
Carr looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Raiders! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
110 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Let's go now.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A give for Taylor running right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley-Cox, 29 yards. And the Colts are back within a score.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Colts 17. Chase McLaughlin making off for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, you can get it.
That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within a point.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He hits Adams complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Again, it's Carr. He's going to go deep for Beasley. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air, really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organic.
Touchdown! Making firm touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
60 Vices, 60 Vices. Ready.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
26.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the 1 play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The one thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
236 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Here's Smith. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
On second and 9, Carr. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a third and long after that sack.
Loss of 9 on play brings up third down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 68 yards.
And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to take another shot here. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. Going quickly out to the right side.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
First down.
goes Geno. Buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Touchdown! Davante Adams. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Carr will look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Smith.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Caught out right by Renfro.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's now 4th and goal.
They throw it out right, complete.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Hunter Renfro.
A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take the...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That is caught downfield. It's Waller.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
A gain of 4 yards.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Carr, quick throw, it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception. Then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Raiders 64, Colts 40. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for Indianapolis.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.